Hello, guys, and welcome to Still Color. I'm Kevin, and you are now watching the Kehlani Blue Water Road review. Guys, this is a review that I wanted to be doing for a long time. Being honest, I've not been a massive fan of Kehlani for like a long time. I tell you, she released before the mixtape album, sorry, Sweet Sexy Savage released the mixtape that I believe I didn't actually hear. But it's a Sweet Sexy Savage album that I heard, and I wasn't too impressed with it. Though it came out in 2006, it's such a long time, so I can't clearly remember exactly what my thoughts were. But I thought some of the records essentially wasn't that necessarily great. It was sort of filled with a lot of contemporary mid-range production that was kind of going on in 2017, and ever since then I have not been paying much attention to her music, and not even the album that she released, I believe it was 2020, that album where she's just peeking over the fence. I haven't been paying much attention to her. So when Blue Water Road came, I was surprised. And the only reason why I had listened to the album or gave it a listen was because of New Music Fridays on Spotify. So I was just in a mood to listen to loads of new music. I saw the album there and I heard it, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like, this album I've been spinning it quite a lot. And I think it's interesting to see Kehlani's development. If you lot do have time, do check out her interviews. And she even says, she's grown as a lot as a person, and we see that with the music in terms of this, the spiritual element that is in the music as well, not just in the music but also in her personal life. She sort of said on the Big Boy interview, how we've now grown spiritually and sort of moved away from more of the sort of toxic music, I guess, that she was more known for. So part of the R&B trope that loads of R&B artists are sort of part of. Kind of steer away from that. And what we get is also, an interesting blend of new sort of, well, I believe sort of like sounds for her. She's incorporating, with the guitar quite a lot in the record, especially the first song of the album as well. We've got a beautiful string arrangement on that record as well. And again, lyrics that are far more wide-ranging. Let's say like the beautiful song like Altar, where she, talk about, giving an offering to a person, close to her who's died as well, and remembering that person. So this album is just filled with records for me that are, like a standout and also different, like Altar, for example. The last closing track, Wondering and Wondering, like when sort of everything in life sort of kind of goes wrong, and then and you sort of sit there wondering why has it gone wrong, and then coming to terms that just letting that go, just sort of trust the process, if you will. And then you got other sort of amazing record that I really 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 like Up at Night, which is an R&B record, and it's nothing new to that record, but it has such a beautiful nostalgic element to it as well, like a classic R&B element to it that I like. And we kind of get that with this album. Like the first half of it kind of a nod to not just old, but it's also contemporary R&B. But then we get kind of the new thing as well with another record that I really like, which is Melt, essentially, two lovers coming together and coming as one. And that kind of got different sort of sonic elements to it as well. And then we got the beautiful, what's it called, Everything, a ballad of sort, you can say, absolutely beautiful, or an R&B record, absolutely incredibly beautiful as well. And even the what's it called, the collabs that are on this album did great. Even Justin Bieber on Up at Nine did a fantastic job on his part as well. I would definitely do like, what's it called, Amber and Thundercat on Wondering and Wondering, especially Amber. She does such a small parts of it, and obviously we get the sort of bass line that we know of for Thundercat as well. So it's brilliant. And the running time on this album is actually quite short. It's only 37 minutes and 53 seconds long. So it none of the records sort of stay for long, and it sort of flows quite well together as well. And the records, of course, sort of stay quite well as well. Even the beautiful sex record like Tangerine as well, it's really quite elegantly done as well. And you know, and then we also got the Shooter interlude, which probably is a nod to probably more like Frank Ocean, especially Blonde, where she's effectively, you know, talking about people in her life that want her to do things for her, favors for her, you know, quite reminiscent of another record on Blonde by Frank Ocean that I can't clearly remember at this present moment in time. So we get the mixture between the old and the new between this album, but also importantly, we get growth, not just personal growth, but also sonic growth as well. And overall, we get a sort of fantastic album that I'm certainly would tell you now is on my best list. I really like this album, and I am now a fan, Kehlani. Like I am now a fan, and yeah, just keep on making great music. Keep making great music. Keep sort of pushing and discovering to better new music because this is what we need. It's kind of in the similar vein like Tinashe with her 333 album that we had last year. Gorgeous album as well, very good album as well. Yeah, I love it. If I give it a score, I'll give this album a strong 7 to a light 8. That's obviously a nod to Needle Drop, who always scores his album in that way. I think this album is brilliant. I really liked it. I really like it. Guys, yeah, that's my review of the Kehlani Blue Water Road album. Guys, do check out some of the interviews. They're very interesting as well. Do check out some of the stuff that we've done as well. That keep on coming up with the channel. And guys, thank you for supporting us. I'll see you all next time. Peace.